the inside. They locked me in and left me out. They filled my head full of fear and doubt. I'm moving fast, but I'm moving down. Yeah, I'm moving down. Yeah. And the blue skies fade to gray, so I'll ride with just okay. When's the last time I heard you say my life is but a dream? And yes, you do feel we're the same as me, 'cause it's just all too real. And how do you know where the good love is? 'Cause it's so hard to
Hey, welcome to the show, Friday, April 17th. And I opened the show again with my very talented cousin, Brady Shaw. We're running out of videos. We're running out of videos, Brady, if you're hearing. I don't know if I have any more, but maybe I'll have to just do some on repeat. Anyhow, how's everyone going? I see Kitty and Damien and Jennifer and Susie and David with my magic wand. Abracadabra. I see you out in the audience. How are you? Well, Jennifer wants to come on, so let's go ahead and get this party started.
Hey, Patrick.
What's going on, Jennifer?
Oh, nothing. Just waiting. I'm hoping that Donna and Cindy are coming on. I did call Carol, and they just got back from the store. But since I told her Donna and Cindy were going to come on, she said her and Tom were going to try and get in.
Oh, good. Excellent. Look forward to that. Good. I hope so too. Is there a reason you're in the dark?
It's the way I have the phone set up. I can turn it around, but I don't think that's going to make a difference. Maggie told me to put it out of the sun, so I have it not facing the sun. It's facing the other way.
I think if you turned around.
I even put makeup on, so I don't want to be in the dark.
Turn around. Just do a 180. Trust me.
Okay, let's see.
Yeah, it's a lot better, but you could go back and get in the shade a little bit.
I don't know how to do that, so I'll figure it out.
Walk backwards? Oh, never mind.
I could walk backwards, but for now it's okay. I don't mind being in the dark.
Okay, well, that's fine. That's fine.
So how are you holding up, Patrick?
Oh, not an issue up here. So
yeah,
I'm very fortunate. It's kind of not a whole lot's changed. I still work when I have to, and yeah.
John and I kind of got in our own groove, and we've been in that now for the last month or so. So we're handling it.
So what day is this? And like, when did this officially begin?
We started self-sheltering in, it was the day after our friends left from LA. And I think it was like the 10th or 11th of March, something like that.
So we've gone over a month then, haven't we?
Yeah, it's been over a month for sure, especially in California.
Well, good. Well, but we're making it. That's good. I don't know what the news is really. I didn't watch a whole lot of news today. What the latest word is, if any updates. Have you heard anything?
Updates on what?
the coronavirus? Where are we at in the quarantine? Is it peaked out? Is it max?
No, it hasn't. It hasn't peaked out. There's other governors that are going to open. I did hear a really interesting interview today from a doctor that was a entomologist that handled the AIDS virus, and he's saying there's a really promising thing to use the polio vaccine all over again, because that has the same properties as this virus. And if people retake the polio vaccine, it's not going to hurt anybody that's ever taken it before. It's totally safe, and that could be like a whole total game changer.
Interesting.
Yeah.
But don't we all have the polio vaccine?
We do, but it's something to do with retaking it again, because it'll start those antibodies that kept us from the polio. That's going to restart and keep us from the COVID. It was a real interesting article. He was a really renowned doctor.
Interesting. Yeah, I didn't hear that story. And David did a little yesterday. He made a prediction, and maybe he had his ear to the ground, but I saw another big protest today in Minnesota. David saying there's one in,
They're getting all over the country now, and Trump is tweeting out for three of the Democratic states to start these protests, which to me is horrifying.
Interesting. I see Kitty out there. Are you ready to give us your number for the drawing? I haven't heard from Zahara yet.
I want to hear that drawing. Okay, I'm gonna get off, Patrick, because I'm not seeing the comments. I'm gonna get into another site, so if I get knocked off, I'll get back on.
Okay, no worries.
Okay.
So, Damien, did you ever go and ask Zahara what her number might be? So we can because everyone's excited about the drawing, and we're ready to go. We're all ready to go. Well, you can type it in, Kathy. That'll work. I'll see it. I see what you're saying. I'll write it on the paper. 963. So you added a 9 to your 63. Gotcha. As soon as Zahara gets her number in, maybe Damien can yell across the driveway. Say, come on, Sierra, give us a number. Sis is in the house. Good to see you. Terry's here. Damien's here, I think. Kathy's here. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping in. Thanks for stopping in for the show on this Friday. Topic, sis. I don't know if we asked you yesterday, but Zahara, good at $9.99. Okay. Gina has the best odds because she picked 1, and everyone else picked numbers above 500. Anyways, we'll see. I don't know if you're ready to. Are you ready to go? Damien, I want Damien to give me the okay, and then we'll open the envelope and see who came closest. I might need to get a calculator out of here to check to actually get exactly, but I'm not sure. I think we'll have an answer here pretty quick. Damien, drum roll. This is your big giveaway. And by the way, the Fontana locals. Sis, Damien's giving away a Costco card that's free. You know, it's a no payment Costco card. So that's what we're giving away. There's 4 entries already. The entry was closed yesterday. We have all the numbers, and I will draw here as soon as Damien gives me the okay. Because he's the one with the prize. So I want to make sure it's still a go. I think it is. So we're waiting to do the big drawing. Yesterday, there we go. Here we gotcha. Here we go. What's up, Damien?
Mr. Smith. So Kitty gave her.
We have the numbers.
Zahara
has her number in.
Okay, she came through on the chat.
She did.
All right, so now we got all the numbers in. You got them written down?
I do.
All right, let's have a little bit of fun before you open it, just for the hell of it. Other people can guess. I'm going to guess, I don't know if they thought of this, my cousin Smitty, I'm going to guess 420. That's my guess.
Oh, that's an educated guess.
Educated guess. Now make sure you tell people I have no idea what that number is. I don't.
You know what? I don't either. I wrote it. I swear. I think I know where it's close to, but I don't remember the number.
Well, everybody thought a number for the hell of it before you open it up, just for fun.
Whoever wins needs to go on. Well, I can't force that, sis. I can't force that. I can't. I don't want to. And right now, I'm going to let you know, Damien. Just in publicly, Terry has 589. Sahara picked 999. Gina picked 1, and Kitty picked 963.
Ooh, I'm thinking Gina might have it.
This says 215, which is another educated guess.
That would be Gina would have it. If she's 215, Gina would win. Gina's got most of them covered, right?
She has the best odds.
Yeah, Gina's got the best odds.
I think she does. Dan Wells says 666.
Here we go. We can't go wrong with that, except for Terry's right around there, right?
What do you think? What do you guys think of me? 420, 215, 666?
Well, I just thought Cousin Smitty 420. You know, it might be something there.
No, actually, if I was thinking, I probably would have been 420. Well, let's go ahead and do this.
Let's go look at your fertilizer bag and see what those. You know how they put 3 numbers on fertilizer? I don't know if you have it or not.
Yeah, I do. That would have been 152 and 351.
Okay, so I was going to look at that and give you those numbers, but
Because before we go, this show is brought to you by
Green Bicycles.
Green Bicycles. These are my new labels I'm working on. Kind of spiffy. But yeah, those, see how it would have been a 152 and a 351.
Yeah.
So, anyways, that's my little advertisement. You ready? Winning number. Here we go. I made up the number for it was from last week. And
Here we go.
the number is
26. Oh my God, who guessed that? Somebody guessed that. Sis.
Sis said 215.
Yeah, that's close as hell. So that would be Gina wins.
263 plus, yeah, I think Gina wins.
Gina wins.
Gina wins the prize. Yay, Gina.
Congratulations, Gina.
Let me think.
Sis, Patrick picked the number, sis.
I picked the number. But yeah, but you were, see, now, Damien, you better explain it to her. She didn't win. Tell her.
No, you didn't win, sis. You're just picking for fun. Hopefully you know that.
Hey, is Maggie out there? I'm wondering if Maggie's out there. What I can do, which is kind of fun. We were talking about gambling. I can actually on my other screen because I can switch screens because I got 2 screens. I'm awesome. I could have a roulette game, a blackjack game, a craps game.
Cool.
Where we could actually gamble.
Yeah, why not?
I'd have to trust you.
Well, they do have different accounts. So you could open up a Zelle account with your phone number. We could pop money in there anytime we want. You could be the control. You could be the house.
Or we could just trust each other at the end of the day.
Yeah, and just send it away.
You know what? I just started playing around with that before I came on today. But I'll have to find some PC programs that allow multiple players. And yeah, we could have a little casino here. Why not?
Why not? Hi, Gina. Hi, Gina. Hi, Gina. Well, congratulations to Gina Abernathy. That's good.
Stop it, Smitty. Danny Wells says, "Stop it, Smitty." Okay.
Yeah.
I got a request. So.
Me and Dan were laughing the other day. The casinos. Here you go.
One more time. Can you hear that?
Yeah, I hear that.
That's right. I'm kind of funny guy. Go ahead, Damien. I'm sorry to interrupt.
Me and Dan were laughing the other day. The casino should have a drive-up line, and either you hand them $100 or they hand you some money, and then they give you free coffee. There's a free car wash, whatever. You know what I mean? And about one out of 200 cars will win. The rest will lose. But the ones behind that one winning, the winner will honk the horn and beep its lights, and the other people will say, "Oh, look, we could have won. We got a chance." And they just keep driving around and around free coffee, free, all that shit. And 1 out of 200 cars wins.
Well, what you
Get
need
coffee, have fun.
is you need to go in there and just do that in a casino parking lot all by yourself. Just set it all up. The few people help you out with the coffee pot. Just have a sign, call people in the casino parking lot, and just do it. You know,
Yeah. Yep.
be the casino. Be the casino.
Start at the Walmart parking lot. Who cares? They don't care what you do there.
No, yeah, I think they're stopped letting people stay in there if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, they have?
I thought I heard that, but I could be wrong. Do you recognize my backdrop, Damien?
That makes sense. Yeah, I do. Me and I was with Susie when we took that picture today, or she took it.
That's the Fontana locals will recognize that one. We've been talking about it for a
I'm
while.
not going to say nothing. Let other people guess.
Okay. Anyways, let me drop the link again because I'm already bored of myself. It only took about 16 minutes to be like, I'm done with this guy.
Yeah, Patrick, good idea, Terry. Call Gina again. Tell her she won.
Okay, I can do that live. I can try that. I got my telephone right here.
See if she answers. That's funny because when she picked 0, I thought, oh, that poor girl don't have a chance. So you never know, do you?
No, we don't. Here we go. Gina Payne. She didn't want to win anyways. Now she can give it to whoever she wants.
No, I'm glad. That's what I said. When she said that, I said, damn, I wish I could have just give it to her after she had an answer like that. That was a pretty nice answer for her. No, she wants it.
Gina.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Hi, Gina.
Well, I just got home. Josh and I went down to the harbor and we went for a little walk.
Did you get some exercise?
I went 3.7 miles today, so
Oh,
yeah, good.
that's good. That's
You
good.
should see him. He's getting a six-pack. Not really.
Okay, well, I've been drinking a 6-pack. I've been getting one. So you're on live, by the way. You're on the show live.
Oh, shit.
I
Careful
think
what you say, baby.
legally, I think I have to tell you, but we're here to announce the winner of the Costco card.
Oh, how exciting.
And guess who won?
Sahara.
Nope. Guess again.
Kitty.
Nope. One more. 2 more guesses.
And Terry?
No, ma'am.
I won.
Won the card. How is that?
Yay!
Yay, Gina.
See?
What was the number?
The number was 263, and everyone picked real high numbers.
You know what number I was going to pick that I should have picked?
What?
420, baby.
Oh, that's what Damien said. That's what Damien said, and I wasn't thinking, and that's probably what it would have been.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome. Thank you to who did that.
That's Damien. You'll have to get in contact with Mr. East for prizes and
I
taxes
will.
and all that stuff you got to do.
Listen, all I have to do is put her name at Costco. All I have to do is put her name at Costco. She just goes into any Costco and give her name and license, and she's in.
You're in, Gina Payne.
Yep. Thank you, cousin.
Thank you. I'm glad you got it, Gina. I'm glad you got it. Good. That was a good guess. There you
Now
go.
my mom doesn't have to buy Josh diapers. I can go by myself.
There you
This is
go.
awesome.
There you go.
Yeah, and your mom said that you buy Josh's stuff there a lot. That's good. I'm glad you got it.
That's awesome. Thanks, Damien.
Take care. Get on your computer. Join the show. We'd love to see your beautiful face.
You know what? Send me a link when you get a chance to hear YouTube. We're going to speak on there whenever you get a chance.
Okay, you just search for Shaw Family Live. You'll see it on about the 3rd page down.
There's like a million of them.
No, when we're live, it puts it a priority.
Oh, got it. Okay, I'll do it right now.
Alrighty.
All right. I love you guys. Thank you.
Is that
Our screen is full of beautiful women.
I
yeah?
have to say, Gina Franco's hair is gorgeous.
Oh yeah,
She's flipping it around.
she's
Gina looks great. Hi, Rose. Is that Rose?
Hi.
Hi, Rose.
That's my Rosie. How are you doing, Rosie?
You both look great.
You look
You
good.
both
You both you both look pretty hot.
You look a lot younger than I do. Look very young.
Well, thank you for joining in. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Jennifer's also one of the beautiful women on the screen. I can't leave out Jennifer, but it's
No,
harder to
she's-
flirt with Jennifer for me. That would just get too weird.
She's a little
Yeah,
dark.
pretty weird, Patrick.
I know. I know. But I still like to flirt with pretty girls. I can't help it.
Who doesn't like? We like pretty boys too.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know many of them though.
Yeah. Well,
We're drinking for you because we're nice like that.
So, what's going on in Fontana?
right now.
I'm blushing for some reason. I shouldn't be.
Yeah, I know.
I saw my
Gina,
cousin-
I could really tell you lost some weight in your face. I can really tell you've lost some weight. You look great.
Who are you talking to?
You.
You.
I told you, Damien, I'm gonna come see you and your
She's
mom.
roaming again. Okay, can't wait.
I know.
Well, I'm going to come down to the VFW when they open.
Yeah, I'll let you know we're there. Hi, Maggie. Hi, Rose.
Hi, Maggie. I love
Yeah, I'm going to come down to one of those parties.
I know. I'm hoping they'll probably have. Well, this summer they'll have a. They have like a luau. They have a Western barbecue, and I'll let you know for sure.
Best little whorehouse in town.
Yeah, yeah, that'd be great. I'll be in. I'll be in.
Jennifer, what's? Oh, she left us. Jennifer left us because we were ignoring her, I guess.
Sorry, Jennifer. We love you.
Maggie, sister. So what else is going on, guys? Uh-oh, someone else is coming. Oh, it's Jen. We can tell.
My mom says the background is the Ku Klux house around the corner from her. The Ku Klux Klan house.
Anyways, well, what's going on? We lost somebody. I think we lost her. That was a nice.
Lost Gina.
That was a nice visit from Gina.
That was cool. Sis Danielle is good. I talked to her yesterday. She's a little disappointed because everybody's getting the check and I'm not, because she didn't do her taxes. So anyway, she's all right. She's doing fine. I gave her a little bit of money. I sent her a little stimulus check to brighten her day, and she's going to do all right. She's been doing a couple things that maybe I shouldn't say this, but I guess she's been opening up a little bit at home and having some people come. So she says all in all, she's doing okay. Matt's helping her out and everything's going all right. That's
Okay, good. You know what? Could you guys, Jennifer, you have any interesting thing to talk about for a minute?
Not right this second. I was waiting for Aunt Donna and Cindy to come on.
Oh, okay. I see Shelly's in there. I actually have a text I need to respond to. So could you guys handle the show for a minute or two?
No problem.
Okay, you guys go.
all right. Hello to Karen. Who's Karen, sis? I don't see Karen.
Probably Karen Barnes.
Maybe that's what I was thinking. I will, Dan.
I can't get the chats from here.
Yeah, you can, Jennifer. If you look at the bottom of your page, there's a little thing that says chat.
I do, and
You
it
see
was
it?
taking like forever to load, but I'll try it again.
It doesn't load. Hit it again, and then up top, there's
No,
live comments.
It's private chat. Oh, live comments. Okay, now I got it.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And then, listen, when you want to get out of there, hit the X up top. Don't press your back button. Hit the X on the top.
Okay, now they went off.
You got to do it again. Hit the chat. Boom.
Okay,
It'll come on.
and then I hit the X.
Yeah, if you want to get out, hit the X.
I don't want to get out. I want to see the chats,
Yeah, just stay there then. See them?
but I can't see anybody else on the screen.
I'm back. We're all,
Oh, you can see the
we're
screen
all,
if you're on.
I saved the day. We're ready to go again. But you got the MC back in the house.
All right.
So that was a nice, Damien. I think that was pretty cool that you gave away that Costco card. So thank you.
I'm glad it went where. Yeah, I didn't know. Honestly, I had it. I didn't know who to give it to, and most people have one, so that worked out great. I'm glad that she got it. And everything else. All right, there's a lot of people coming on. I'm gonna step
Damien.
off. I'll be in the peanut gallery.
Okay.
Damon,
Yes, ma'am.
Damien. Wait,
Yes, Terry. Yes,
I was
Terry.
reading
Yes.
I was reading up on the IRS website this morning. She doesn't have to do her taxes to get it. She may have to wait until the paper
Right.
checks come out, but it doesn't matter whether you've done
That's
taxes. What?
right.
Can you hear me?
It's probably
Yep,
better.
I
if
agree,
she-
Terry.
It's probably
I
better
told
if
her
she
that.
doesn't do her taxes.
I agree. I
because-
told her that, but I don't think she to the. Yeah,
Oh, did you get a check, Terry?
that. Yeah,
No,
you're
because
right. And
I
I
had
told her
done
to
mine
go.
through
Here's
H&R
what she's
Block,
not getting.
so I
I
had
told her
to.
to go to that site and it says, "Where's my payment?" Follow the directions. She keeps saying, "No, I did."
Yeah, because even people on welfare will get checks
Yeah.
as long as you're not claimed
You're
on
roaming.
somebody's
Yeah, you're right, sis.
taxes.
It probably is better. I'm going to call her and tell her.
I can't hear anybody.
It's not working out too well. Hey,
I'm
sis.
staying
Yeah, I'm going to
quiet.
call her and make
Too
sure
many
she,
people are
because I know
talking.
she's telling me stuff on the website. I don't think she has. I don't think she really has.
Hey, sis. what's
All right,
going on?
I'm going to be in the peanut gallery. Thanks a lot, Smitty, for helping with that.
Okay. Good job.
Jennifer, it
And
looks
I
like the
found out
wind's blowing.
it's not a loan and it will not be counted as income. It's just free money.
There's no such,
I
there's no
didn't,
such
I
thing
didn't
as
get
free
mine
money.
yet. I went on the site and I put in all my information and they said it, I couldn't get anything right now, that they didn't have the information.
But trust me on this, there's no such thing as free money.
Well, I'm just saying though, on the website, it says it's not considered a loan and it's not going to be taxed on your income. It's not considered income.
No, I
Okay.
fact checked, Sherry. I fact checked that and it's definitely, you're right. They're not taking it out of your tax refund.
It tells you all about it if you go to the IRS website.
I was on it. Yes, I was.
I
Okay,
thought
well,
I read somewhere where somebody said they didn't get it because they kept her taxes that she owed.
Nope.
No.
You'll still get it. Even if you owe taxes, that does not matter. Only unless you owe child support, then they can take it. But
Oh.
that is the only way.
Terry, did you get a check?
No, I had to put in my banking information because my money always goes onto the H&R Block card,
Yeah.
and I owe them money, so had to just put in my information.
Yeah. I think Dean and I made too much money last year.
How much did you, what was the stop point, Terry?
I
I heard it was like 100,000.
Something like that. I don't remember what the
Yeah,
cap
when
is.
I went back to work and I earned money over my retirement when I worked for the school
Yeah,
district.
if you
last
made
year.
100,000, you're not going to get it.
Nope.
And
Right. As long as you're under a certain amount and you were not claimed on somebody's income tax. Like I claim PJ and Gavin, so PJ is not eligible for it. But anybody, if you're an adult and you're not claimed on somebody's taxes and you made under a certain amount, you will get a check.
what about what you have in savings or a retirement account? Where does that fit in?
They're only talking earned income.
Okay, perfect.
According to what it said anyway,
I heard that banks can actually take some of it out of, if you owe the bank fees for some reason. I guess that would be if you direct deposit it. But that, again, I don't know for sure.
that could be.
Hey, Karen Barnes, if you're still on, why don't you click the link and come on with us?
Let me drop the link.
Barnes. Drop the link for Karen. Click it on. I don't see her comments. I guess she's not on anymore.
Phew. My goodness.
Janice, come on and show everybody your new hairdo with your headband. It looks good.
Hey, Janice. Hey, Mom. How you doing? I see you typing in. Who else is out there? Go ahead and type your name. Type something so we know who's out there. Have a friendly conversation. Sis, what are you going to do with your money?
I don't get any.
Oh, okay, that's right.
Hi, Brother Dennis.
Hey, Robert.
Hey, Terry, how are we doing?
Good.
Hey, Dennis.
What are you going to do with your stimulus money, Dennis?
It's spent.
It's all spent?
Yeah, I'm buying a $1,200 bottle of tequila.
I hear you.
Great way to spend it.
This
It's
looks
really
pretty
good tequila,
official.
though. It's really
Oh,
good.
Henry Miller has this whole post up. You might want to read it.
Okay. I'll try to read that. I put it on the screen.
I know, I saw it, but it's too small for me to read with no glasses.
Okay. Me also.
75,000.
Yeah, you'll still get one even if you make more than that, but it just won't be $1,200. It'll be smaller. And you know you are going to get taxed on that $1,200.
No, you're
Dennis
not. taxed
talking-
on
No,
your
you're not.
income tax.
No, you're not.
Oh, here we go.
No, you're
are.
not. Dennis, I fact checked it.
Really?
You
Yes,
can read
you're
about
not-
it, Dennis, on the IRS website. They have all the information about it.
Right,
Mine
you're not
was a
taxed by your
taxable
income tax.
Huh. Okay. Well, that's good to know.
Yeah.
What
And it
about
doesn't know if you're on welfare, it doesn't count as income either. You do not have to turn it in and count it.
What about Social Security?
No, you do not have to count that. It's not counted against you.
What about the SBA loans for small businesses?
David, it's not really politics at this point.
We're just talking about how to get free money, David.
Yeah,
Nothing's free. I agree with Mr. Smith that nothing's free. It's going to
Yeah, it
cost
might
us
come back
something
to bite us in the ass next year, but
Well, Dennis, you're so right, because all of us are paying our fucking taxes, and that's why this money's going out. It's not coming from the government, because all the money that gets into the government is because of our taxes, for God's sake.
well, this is all on a credit card, by the way. This is not paid
Yeah.
for by anybody yet. It's all on a credit card.
I'd have to
Someone's
agree
gonna
with
have
that.
to pay
I
that
think it's-
credit card.
It's printing money. It's going to come back and bite us all in the ass. Is what's going to
Exactly. I agree with that, Dennis.
Yeah.
could be.
Well,
Yeah, I feel bad for the small business people. They're not getting enough money.
our kids are going
Not
to pay
enough
for
left
it.
for
Oh,
'em.
I don't have any kids.
Is Dennis talking? Am I muted?
You're not muted. I hear you, sis.
I can't hear Dennis. Are we
I
both
said
talking
our
at the same
kids are going
time?
to pay for it. Our kids are going to pay for it, but I don't have any kids.
Someone's going to pay for it.
Kids get 500 each.
Did your kids get 500 each, Terry?
Not yet. Like I said, I should get it, or PJ, one of us will get it for Gavin, but not PJ, because I claimed him and he's over 17. If you're over 17 or over,
I agree, David.
you will get it unless you're claimed on somebody's income tax.
Boy, sounds like you've been doing the research, Aunt Terry.
Sorry, Dame.
I read almost everything on it this morning.
Well, that was smart.
Well, I was trying to find out. I was
Love
trying
you,
to find out
sisters.
if people on welfare would be getting it or not.
Jennifer, light your face, your beautiful face. We can't see because it's too dark.
I'm lighting it. I'm lighting it, Patrick. I'm lighting it.
All right.
Well, that's good.
Nice to see you, Terry.
That's good.
Huh?
Nice to see you, Terry.
Oh, you too, Dennis.
See, there's a reason you should put the subject in your text. Because why not? I don't know what that
Why
means.
not what?
Yeah, I know.
Maggie asked, why not? I don't know what she's talking about.
That's why you always want to put the subject in the text. Anyways, what else is going on? Who else wants to come up on? Good job, Terry. That was good information that you did your homework. And
Okay, I got too much background noise. I'm gonna head out.
okay, well, thank you.
Okay, I'm going to head out and let somebody else get on.
Well, we got plenty of room, Jennifer. Let me drop the link.
Then I'll stay for a while. I was waiting for Cindy and Donna. She said her and Tommy were coming on today.
Well,
Somebody, maybe Aunt Terry, if you can hear me, call Cindy.
call Cindy.
Call Cindy. Yeah, Patrick, you call Cindy and find out why she's not on.
I don't know her number. She'll come on. She knows what's up. We have an hour and a half to go. I'll call her if it starts getting closer. But I think this is Donna's sleeping time right now.
Oh, I thought you were going to oh, that's right. You didn't change it to the 2 o'clock.
Not today. I'm going to wait till it's all go and Donna's headphones are working.
Well, if Donna's asleep, then Cindy could come on.
Yeah.
And so could Tommy.
Yeah. Cindy and Tom. I don't know her number. I don't know. You give her a call. You know her number.
Then I have to click out. Okay.
You can do that.
I'll click out. I'll get back on. I'll call Cindy.
Thank you. That'll be good.
Okay.
That's a good idea. You'll take some of the load off me. Take a load off. Take a load off Fanny, please. Well, how we're doing? We're 30 minutes into the show, and I'm up here hanging in the breeze. Good topics. I think we got a little. I think my niece Amelia might be in the house. If you are, good to see you. I think Robert's in the house. I see Susie. Damien said BRB. I believe that means be right back. So he's probably doing something. So what else is going on? How else is anybody going to spend their stimulus check? Where do you, Maggie, that's good. Where do you think I am today, Maggie? I think you know. Any local Fontaners? We talked about this house the other day. The C on the chimney should be a giveaway. The C on the chimney is a hint. Yes. Sis, that's a great comment. Again, just as a little thing, no, there's no subject there. I don't know. Well, here we go. Thank you, Miss. We got a new Mr. Ray Pierce. What's going on?
Going on, Uncle?
I got a
Second
not
cousin,
really.
I don't know what you call it.
I think we're like second cousins. But do you use the name Ray Ray? Is that a nickname or just a family thing?
Well, it was definitely a family thing. I've got a bunch of friends that call me that though.
Okay. Someone did angry. Mary Dietz is again angry at this. She put the angry symbol up. Darn it.
What's she mad about now?
No, I think she just pushes the. I'm going to assume she pushes the wrong button because I haven't said anything to make her angry. What are you doing today? Your new house ready yet?
No, we drove down to Roseville yesterday and checked it out. It's almost done. Hopefully, we'll get the keys this next week.
Oh, really? You looking forward to getting in there?
Yeah,
I bet.
definitely. Yeah. Yeah, it's been a long few weeks at the grandma's house.
Hey, Ray, I have a question. How's your mama doing, honey?
Hi, Auntie.
Hi, Aunt. Hi, Ray. My question, how's your mama doing?
I don't know. She got upset with me yesterday and hung up on me, and I haven't talked to her.
Okay, we're not gonna put that on chat. Love you.
Yeah, love you too. So what's going on with everybody? What's the big plans for the weekend at home?
I haven't had big plans in years, so nothing new for me. It's okay, Khaki. Any feedback is good. That's okay. So you don't have any plans this weekend, Ray?
No, we're gonna lay low. I think we're gonna head back to Roseville on Tuesday.
What about at 8:00 tonight? What are your plans?
Not much.
Not much. You're not going to be on the show.
Oh,
We need.
by the way, you're pretty funny. I had to go back and watch the video to see why you guys were so funny the other day.
I cracked myself up.
Yeah, you're cracking me up.
Oh, we lost Jennifer. No, that was funny. No, I think tonight I'm gonna come on live at 8 o'clock for the adult section. If you want to,
Oh yeah, okay.
who else do we
I'll
who else
hop
do we
on
have
there.
on the right to beat up besides you? So, but I don't mind because you're a worthy opponent.
I don't mind getting beat up on there.
You never got beat up on there yet.
Edibles. Mom, yes, baby. Bodhi doesn't want his milk. I don't think you're bringing
Hey.
Bodhi some candy right now.
Gavin, come here.
He's
Can
not
you
focused
say
on this.
hi to the family?
Hey, look at that
Hi,
cutie.
family.
Hi,
No, just talk to the phone like that.
Hi, family.
Hi, family.
All right, good guy.
What's most important to you?
I don't know. Family.
All right. If you guys can see, Jenny tried to give the boys a haircut at home the other day. Didn't go so well.
Now those are some cuties. So what are you going to do with your check,
She
Ray
tried
Ray?
to do a. I'm not getting a check, man.
What?
Mom, Bodhi's trying.
Good for you.
What? Why didn't you tell me sooner?
Good for you.
No check for me, but it's all right.
Not even because you're kids or anything, huh?
No.
Nope. Okay. Jennifer, did you tell us what you're going to do with your check yet?
Haven't got it.
Well, do you have any plans for it?
I'll probably just put it in for a retirement account in case something comes up that we can't handle.
Okay, it's a good idea.
What
That's
about you,
very
Steve? What are you doing with it?
Practical. I have no plans. I'm waiting for the paper check, so I don't know when it's going to come. So I'm not going to count those chickens before they hatch. But I could use a new couch because that's where I spend a lot of my time.
Oh, I heard that little segment that you do the Deets boy thing and fall asleep in front of the TV a lot.
I do that. It's a bad habit, but
I tend to do that too.
I might as well make it as comfortable as possible, right?
Yep, exactly. Get yourself a lazy boy or something.
I have one of those. I usually don't use it. I'm a couch magnet.
Yeah.
I like that.
I was texting with my cousin Danielle this morning. I was trying to see if she'd give me a black market haircut in a garage somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, she said she's kept her shop closed, and she actually almost had to fire somebody because somebody snuck a client into her shop, so she didn't want to open her doors, but which is good. She's the rules, but
hey, Gina.
Getting a little shaggy.
Yeah, I know about that. I'm way ahead of that. Hey, Gina. Gina's watching from YouTube. Good to see you, Gina. You found it. I could probably get out of here, and I would have to open up the YouTube page and then put a link on the YouTube so you can come up on here. Maybe I'll do that in a second.
Idea.
So I'll have to bounce around a little bit, but I'll do that in a second here. I'll try to get a link up there. Again, I'm going to give you a little clue, Miss Murray, Miss Grammar, Miss Grammar Manners. You need to put a subject in your sentences because otherwise they don't make a lot of sense. And it could turn around to hurt you, huh, Ray Ray?
Yeah.
Otherwise, it could be taken out of context.
Just so you know,
Yeah,
Patrick.
Yes,
Patrick, just so you know, I talked to Cindy. She's fixing Donna dinner. She can't come on tonight.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you for trying, Jennifer.
I did.
Thank you. So who else is out there? Who else is out there in the comments who would like to come on and do battle on the panel? Or just a friendly hello would work too. I got a little allergy little blast come on the last half hour. So that's why
you
I'm
had
so
some good
dead.
viewers yesterday. They got up to almost 20 there for a little bit.
All right, I didn't notice. No, actually, we got onto some interesting topics yesterday, and that's why you guys are here. Interesting topics. Give me something. Drop a link. I like that. I'm gonna drop it, sis. Like it's hot.
Great talking to you. Bye-bye.
So I dropped the link.
Talk to my cousin Kevin. Talk to him about his father and what he did for mine and trip to
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
How's the weather down in the desert, Angie? Looks a little windy.
It's actually been gorgeous out here. I have to take Bella out very early in the morning because it gets too hot. It's like 85, little slight breeze blowing, but it's gorgeous. You can see my hair kind of tossing around.
Yeah,
It's really pretty out here now.
looks great.
And you know,
Jennifer.
Maggie and Danny have been out here for the last week or so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I heard that they're staying out there, which is good. Probably better out there than in Huntington.
She said Huntington Beach was 55 today, so she's better off out here.
Yeah.
And Danny loves to go out to the
Yeah,
desert.
they
and
get
do
that.
his thing.
The beach there gets that April and May gloom where you don't get a whole lot of sunshine in those months for some reason.
Hey, I have a request.
Yes.
I was Dean's in the other room, so I'll say this. Dean's birthday, he's going to be 89 years old on May 5th. And I
Okay.
was wondering if we could figure out a way to wish him a happy birthday or sing happy birthday to him or something on May 5th.
Well, you're
if we
looking,
make
you're
it work with
looking at
that.
the site, sis. That's a perfect site to do it with.
Yeah, I'm trying
No.
to figure out a way to celebrate his birthday. I told
Well,
him we
we-
needed to have a car parade around Chico, so if we could get everybody involved in a car parade.
Okay, you're the creative one. Just think of something and let me know in advance, and we'll do something for sure.
Hey, Uncle Dean's one of my favorite people in the world.
He's a good man.
Well, there you go. So all you have to do is say that, David. You'll love it.
Always love Dean.
Any way we could have an online poker game? He would love a poker game.
Did you know I might be one of the first people in our family to know Dean? I bet
I
you.
didn't know that.
I bet you didn't.
Who?
Me.
How
He was
did
my-
that happen, Patrick?
He was my
Oh,
high
you-
school counselor.
Because you knew him before I did, huh?
Yeah, he was my high school counselor.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you introduce him to sis?
No.
Yeah. What?
No, she didn't go out with him for years later, I don't think.
So
Yeah.
sis, how did you meet Dean?
Oh, long story. Through a friend of a friend.
Hey sis, I have a question.
Yeah.
Do you guys still have that monster bed of yours where it's like 2 king mattresses all together?
The one Danny Dietz made that for us. Beautiful
You
bed.
guys still have it?
We don't. Well, we gave it to Dawn, and she put it in her
Oh.
pool house. So if you go and stay in Dawn's pool house, you have a family-sized bed to sleep in.
I always tell people about that bed. It was huge.
It's awesome 4-poster bed with steps going up to it. It's beautiful. When Dawn, when Dawn comes on, tell her to walk out to her pool house. She'll show you a picture of it.
Hey sis, how many people actually slept in that bed?
Well, when I had it, just Dean and I, unless I didn't know anything else. You know, you have to ask Dawn since she's had it. How many people have slept in her pool house? I don't know. Yeah, it was a good bed. It fit Dean and I and the dog. We had to get rid of it though because you know it
Get it,
took,
honey.
you had to use it
Yeah,
was
I
two
am.
double
I'll get off
mattresses.
pretty soon.
It had 2 double mattresses, so you had to buy 2 sets of sheets, two fitted sheets, right, for the bottom. And it was getting, it was really hard to make. And then, anyways, we traded it in for a motion bed, you know, the kind that raise up and down. I think Lisa calls it a taco bed.
Oh yeah, like a motion bed is easier to make.
Like a sleep number.
Right. Lisa Kasi calls it a taco bed. Yeah. But we'll think about that for May 5th. And then Dan Murray has one coming up, right, Janice, about the 11th, I want to say, or the 12th?
Well, I heard that Donna is listening right now. I've been dropping links. I dropped a link to the YouTube channel page I got on there.
Good.
So Gina can come on possibly if she's still watching that.
Says Donna wants to come on. Do I need to go off? Does somebody
Cindy
need to
was
go off?
fixing her dinner, sis.
Oh no, she's on there now.
Okay.
That's
Come
a good
on
idea.
out, Donna.
That's a good idea, sis. We'll have
Is
to
there
think
enough room for? Is there enough
I'll
room
get
for
off
everybody, or do I need
I'll
to
get
go
off so Aunt Donna can come up.
Okay.
I will too.
No, that's all right. No, that's a good idea, sis. If you're still listening, we should do something for Dean. I think he's one of everybody's favorites. Oh, I've got a little bit of allergy attack today. And I'm gonna, you know what, I decided just to filter out all the crap, you know, and I'm only going to put the real important stuff on the screen. So
product placement.
Hey, they're not paying me. They're not paying me. Come on.
Product.
Hey, Woo.
You've ever seen product placement? Come on. What is this broadcast brought by? Who sponsors this broadcast?
Oh, Green Bicycles. That's right. Green Bicycles is putting on the show. So no check for Ray Ray. What do you do today, Ray Ray?
I worked for a little while, then we took the kids to the park and let them ride scooters through the park.
You didn't get like threatened with jail or anything for that?
No, the lower park around 1 mile and 5 mile stuff is packed. There's a ton of people
Really?
out there.
Okay.
It has signs up to try to keep the 6 feet away, but there's a lot of people riding bikes and running out there.
Do you see any masks?
Yep. You see people with masks on.
There was a couple of hundred people downtown Huntington Beach on Main Street without masks protesting the shutdown of all the businesses.
Right. You know what I was shocked at the other day? We were driving through Chico and we were driving through downtown on Saturday. They still had the Chico Farmers Market going.
Really?
Yeah, they do in LA too. They're considered.
Isn't that crazy?
Well, they're considered essential business, just like a grocery store would be.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, but you think that's I don't know. I mean,
I think what I'm seeing down here is people are getting frustrated with the information that they're getting. You know that it's all over the board, and you know it seems like the media is skewing their information to try to influence one side or the other. And
yeah,
I think people are just getting tired of it.
Okay, you're walking on a narrow fence there, buddy. You're doing good so far. But good job.
Brian.
I like that.
Yeah, I think a lot of the small business owners, if they weren't able to get the business loan or they're hurting, they're at the point of, hey, I'm either ready to open back up and, you know, deal with whatever happens, or I'm going to lose everything I've worked for.
You know, I'm in that boat. You know, if somebody says, you know, stay closed and don't go and don't work, and if I'm going to lose my house or have to, you know, illegally go underground and find work, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to support my family,
Yep.
whatever I have to do.
Yep.
Well, I think
I saw something in
David. Aren't you on
Some,
construction? So that you're okay. I thought.
So far, I'm still able to work a little bit, but I certainly understand. I put myself in those other people's places.
No. Yeah, today there was a big protest in Minnesota again, and I think you made a prediction about that yesterday, David. So
You're gonna see a lot. You're gonna see a lot more of them.
I heard there's a report on some barbershop in like Birmingham, Alabama, or something like that, where he said regardless of what he's being told, he's gonna lose everything if he doesn't. So he was gonna open and deal with the consequences. And I guess there's a bunch of people supporting him, but.
Well, I think you're going to see that's going to be the new normal anyway. Once it partially opens up, people are still going to have to do their social distancing. You're probably going to have to limit how many people you have in your businesses. But it's something that needs to happen. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, our company that's doing our home. When we drove down there, they're having to schedule. They can only have like one contractor in there at a time. So if like they have tile guys in there, like somebody else can't be in there doing other work. Basically, they can only have like the one assigned specialty or whatever you want to call it. But so they're just having to do a lot more scheduling. They can't have multiple people in there at one time.
But
they're still moving along.
It's funny because down here, it depends on what project they are. But their new Rams stadium is going full bore with 1,000 people working there, shoulder to shoulder.
Yeah,
but
because that's
okay.
got all the city's money dumped into it.
Yeah,
they want to collect on this season if they don't get canceled.
No,
that'd be a lot of money to miss out on.
Yeah, well, yeah, I think they are already.
The odd thing I heard is I talked to a friend that's a general contractor, and he was getting ready to put a new roof on, and he goes, I usually go get a permit. He goes, but now it takes up to 6 weeks to get a paperwork to get the permit through, and then they're still not doing inspections. And he goes, my hands are tied. What do I do? He goes, they've given me no choice, but to continue on this job without a permit.
Yeah.
Why are construction workers considered necessary? Is it because of housing shortage?
I think they know better than try to say you're not going to go to work. I mean, inherently that breed of worker is going to tell them to go to hell anyway.
Yeah, we got a construction site across the street from us. I walk through it every morning. The guys, they don't wear masks. They don't take care. They're not doing anything. But it's like, does that mean like painters? Is Joe considered necessity? Anybody that works in the construction business, because I know our yard guys are still working. Anybody that works outside, is still working.
I can tell you, in what I've experienced is if somebody will let you in their house, you're going to go in their house and do the work. But I've had clients cancel and just said we're going to wait till this is over, which I completely respect. But if another customer says, hey, it's just me, and I'll keep my distance from you, but I need you to come in and do this, I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? I'll definitely say things don't add up. With especially the one that I think most people can a family of 5 can go can go into a Walmart, but you can't go fishing by yourself on a lake. So
that doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me.
And yeah, I mean, I think the 6 foot thing makes a lot of sense, but you can, I don't know. Yeah, I agree why some people are beginning to ask questions for sure.
Yeah, I think people are going to find ways to continue to do business through it, like scheduling deliveries and stuff. Now you're basically getting kind of like a questionnaire before the delivery if you've shown any signs from COVID-19 or if you've been around anybody, and they're basically trying to filter through. If you're a risk, then they're not going to come in and deliver it. If you aren't, then they'll still, business as usual.
Hey, Ray, I have a question for you about the about that serology test for antibodies.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people starting to sell tests online. How do you know which ones are stamps and which ones are good? Because it seems like if you go, like this morning, I went to the basic, followed the link back from the one that the FDA had approved. It was Covell Industries, I think it was called. But it looks like they only sell it to like industry people.
I would, if anything is promising you a test that you can get your hands on, don't buy it. It's a scam, because the government is under strict control over where all those tests are going, and they're not going to the general public. So if you're going to buy a test that they say they can sell to you, it's probably a scam, probably not a actual test.
Are they selling to private labs that like doctors own, these little labs where you go in a doctor's office? And
Yeah.
so if I called my doctor and said, you need to get some tests in, maybe put some pressure on the
Yeah,
doctor.
if your doctor was to buy it, if you can convince your doctor to purchase it and then go into your office, that'd be one thing. But I definitely would stay away from anything that you find online that they say they're going to ship to you.
Who's honking?
I don't know who that is.
Have you heard there's actual there's been scammers caught that have set up like tents that look like testing sites, and they're having you come through collecting a $200 cash payment, swabbing your cheek, and telling you, hey, you're good to go.
Yeah.
It's just a big scam. They're not testing anything. They're getting busted.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard Cindy said Gina got scammed. One thing I've been thinking about lately is if the media says this and that, but sometimes we need to think on our own. And one thing I thought of lately is, all right, here's Fontana. How many people in the last month have been out grocery shopping and going out and doing other things? At least 1 million, maybe 2 million, maybe 3 million. How many people have gotten the virus in Fontana? 100. So is it as catchy as they say? I don't know.
How many people are testing in Fontana?
What's that?
How many people are getting tested in Fontana?
That's the thing. How many people have been tested?
Yeah, you could say there could be more people getting tested, but if the hospitals are empty, it's not like it's overflowing. If people are getting sick, they're getting better. I'm just saying, how many millions of people have been out in this city doing their thing, and it's not going up? Okay, I don't know.
Well,
how many?
There's also that community immunology theory going around that California is kind of already immune to it because we had it. We called it a bad flu season back in December, January, February. We were all sick and we had it, but maybe that's why. We're not being tested. So
still at half the amount of deaths than we had of the flu season in 2018 or something like that.
I understand the test, but still, look at the hospitals. People aren't in there sick. People aren't in there dying. I mean, I know we haven't been tested. I get that. We haven't had enough testing. I get that. But still, Montana Hospital, there's not a soul in there.
Even more testing is just going to show that more people have had it that didn't die. It's just going to the death rate is going to even go lower.
Right.
Yep. The more testing, the better.
Well, I don't know. I just think you should be happy we're not like New York.
Yeah.
It didn't take much for it to overwhelm New York. New Orleans.
New York's different than everybody. They took a lot longer to close down. They're right shoulder to shoulder. Everybody's touching everything that everybody else touches. Whole different fucking worms. Whole different can of.
So
apples and oranges.
What would be your solution, Damien? What do you think would be a good distancing pace? You think people are safe in a town of a certain size, or as long as you go out?
People that go out now, including myself, are careful. Don't touch anything. Stay 6 feet away from people. Don't touch your face. Get home. Wash your hands. If people can do that, open up. Let people get back to work. Not everybody can do that. They're going to have to.
Good hygiene is
it's going to be different. It's going to be different than it was. Limit people in restaurants. Limit people in stores. It's going to definitely be different than it was. But come on, I believe too much shutdown. It's going to cause more shit. Depression, deaths, family problems, everything. It compounds.
Yeah.
Hey, Ray, that was real good information on the scamming test. I think a lot of people are probably falling for that. So the 7 people who are watching our show, they got some good information. But you've actually brought some good stuff to this table. That's awesome. Yeah. Yep. What is it? Someone said
just one more side note on that, because even we have resellers that buy from us. We're not even allowed to sell those tests to a reseller because we don't want them selling it to people. So it is strictly only going to physician offices. So there's no way that somebody else would be able to have it and sell it to people at home. So just don't buy them.
Ray, are you selling anything from Quidel?
Yes.
Yeah. I think Cindy
I
used to.
always ask people when I work with Quidel, I always ask if they know my Aunt Cindy.
Oh, okay.
But she's retired now, right? Isn't she retired?
I think she retired this year. I think she's enjoying
Yeah.
the easy life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it'll be interesting. I can't wait to get my antibody because I think I've had it. But we'll see. Yeah, Amelia says people are dying from the virus, not just getting sick. So that's true. If you're not careful, people like my husband, myself, we may die from it. But although I really truly believe we already had it, we didn't die from it. But you never know. Some people are. You're compromised, I guess.
Well, I have an inside tip that a rep here in Chico his account is Enlo is working with them bringing on the antibody test. So Enlo should have them here soon.
Well, are you still?
Will they only be for workers?
No, they should have enough. They should be able to test.
Oh, so they're going to be able to test.
They might. I don't know. I don't know if an antibody test counts for free for the public. So you might have to pay for it, but.
Yeah, that's a good question. At first they said that all testing would be free, but then they came up with an antibody testing versus active virus testing. So that's a good question. Will we have to pay for it?
Yeah, I don't know if that's going to be covered under the free thing. Being that
it's all gonna depend on whether the government wants to know. If the community and the government want to know, and not just your own self-interest, then you'll probably get them for free. But if nobody else cares, then you're probably gonna have to pay for it.
Well, the good news is, from what we were saying earlier, that the test is pretty inexpensive. I think his company sold them for $6 a piece.
Right. The ones online are selling for like $150, $200.
And they're fake.
And it says, and this does not include the one I read this morning. It says this does not include the phlebotomist, the person that deals with your blood, I guess.
Yeah.
I
agree. Kurt was on for a second. He popped off. I don't know what happened.
Sorry, Kurt. I was talking, so maybe he wanted to say something. I'll go off. I got to get dinner started anyway.
Okay, let's think of something. Sis, let's think of something to do for Dean.
Okay. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye.
Okay. Take care. Here we go. He's back in the house. Kurt Shaw, how are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Good.
Beautiful up here today.
Beautiful sky behind you.
Yeah. It's really nice up here today. It's a little windy yesterday, not so bad today. I was listening to your conversation about construction workers being able to work, and I think it's going to be an interesting little petri dish there of construction workers and frontline store workers and restaurant workers. Are we going to get the virus at a higher rate than the general public who is staying home? I think that's going to be real interesting to look at. Personally, I think we are, to be honest with you. I'm with Damien. I mean, the odds of coming in contact with somebody with the coronavirus are incredibly high.
So what do you think we should just open up everything now? What would you suggest?
I don't know if I'd open up sporting events in large crowd, movie theaters, large crowds in small areas. I think that could be an issue. Restaurants could probably open it, but they'd have to maybe put like half as many people in the restaurant. Maybe, I don't know, something like that. But yeah, I think we should open it up right now. I do.
Okay.
It's people talk about our economy like it's it's our life. Our economy is our life. We got to get on with it. We do. I mean, this is going to sound cruel, but our society has built-in casualty rates, right? We have backyard pools that little kids drowned in. Nobody's saying, get rid of all backyard pools. We have thousands of people that die from drunk drivers every year. Nobody says quit selling alcohol. Yeah, there's big penalties for drunk drivers, but they still do it. We have traffic deaths. Look at the just traffic deaths alone. You know, our economy's got to roll. We got to go.
Okay, fair point.
Obesity deaths. Nobody's outlying fast food and soda.
That's right.
Go get a 32-ounce Big Gulp.
David.
Yeah. Yep.
David, you're muted, buddy.
I'm muted?
No, David is. I heard you fine. Got a good picture,
Okay.
good sound. Can't hear
Yeah.
Dave.
Once again, I'm on Linda's phone. Mine
Still doesn't get in. Huh? I wonder what
I'm gonna eat some pizza. I'll hop on back.
David, you got your mic on yet? Can't hear you, bro.
Somebody's got to text him.
I can't hear. Oh, if he comes on. Sometimes when you go leave and come back on, it fixes problems. I see Dave Jaggard out there. Hello, Dave. How are you today? Friday the 17th. So you're still up there. When are you going to head? When are you heading back to San Diego?
We're going to head back tomorrow. We're coming back tomorrow.
Okay.
Got my job to protect, you know.
Yes, you do. You going to come on at 8 o'clock tonight?
Oh, is it a political hour? Is it Friday night?
It's Friday night.
I kind of doubt it. They go to bed pretty early around here, man.
Okay.
It's up early, and it's we did a lot of shooting today.
Yeah, actually tonight at 8 o'clock, it's not really necessarily politics. But that's okay. It's an adult time.
I'm not, you know, I wouldn't shy away from that.
And again, it might not happen.
Yeah.
It might not happen.
Yeah.
So, yes, sir. Damien, that's what Joe said too. He went to look for some in Chico and he couldn't find one, so he had to go on Amazon. And I'm wondering, and I don't know if Joe's watching out there, but see, Jamie, is Jamie in the house? Want to come on and we'll have our international guest.
So hey, Pat, I thought I'd let everybody know. You know, Linda and I got our $1,200. That's all fine and damn, but I didn't get my PPP money.
What's PPP? I see that and I don't know what that is. What is PPP?
Well, PPP was a small business. It was basically a loan that would be forgiven if you pay if you paid your employees with it, if you paid rent with it, if you paid utilities with it, and if you paid your phone bill with it. So basically, what you did is you calculated your monthly expenses for your payroll,
your
utilities, your phone, and your rent, and the SBA was going to loan you 2.2 times that amount, which for me was like $33,000, but for my cousin Jeff, it was $240,000. You know, it's all relative. He has a big payroll. I have a small payroll. And if you spent that money, you know, paying those four things that I listed off, that loan was forgiven. And a lot of people got it, and a whole lot of people didn't get it. And there's supposed to be another go around. You know, I don't want to get political here, but it's being held up by, you know, what the news I hear, it's getting held up by the Democrats. I'm sure I know on the first go round, there was a lot of pork in that, and Lindsey Graham was in there with his pork for Boeing, and, you know, and there were some other things, but they, you know, just typically politicians, they don't let something like this get passed without filling it full of pork. You know,
did you have to apply that to your bank?
That was when you had to. Yeah, you can go on and get just an SBA and get an SBA loan at a fairly low rate, 4%. But I don't want a loan. I don't want, you know, $40,000 or $50,000 hanging over me when I already retire in the next couple of years. So this was going to be completely forgivable.
No, I agree.
They're fully expecting another round of it. It's just politics as usual, you know. Nothing gets passed without a bunch of pork in it. It's what you would call crony capitalism.
No, that's not. No. Crony capitalism is when. No, we won't go there because it's politics. But that's not crony capitalism.
In a way, it is, and I agree with you. I don't call that crony. I call that politics as usual. But
no, that's politics as usual. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Joe mentioned that he ordered one. Now, this is a new thing too. In Amazon, before when you used to order from Amazon, you kind of assumed it would get there in a day or two, but not anymore. In fact, whenever you order anything, look at the delivery date. Sometimes it's 6 weeks away, and you can go to another one and get it in 2 days. So don't always just pick the first one. Use that as a filter as far as when it's going to ship, because I ran into that. It's real easy just to say, oh, hit button, do a couple clicks, but make sure you look at estimated delivery date.
I missed it, Pat. What are they trying to order?
Well, Joe he wanted to order a camera so he can come on and join the show.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. Sometimes it's better to buy local, so if it doesn't work, you just take it right back there, or ask the salesperson, how does this work? I don't think you're talking too much money there, are you? I mean,
no, actually, but the thing is, I think Damien did it and Joe did it. Webcams are all sold out. That's one of the,
Oh, really? Gotcha.
It turns out this is kind of popular right now.
Kind of like puzzles and game boards and stuff like that, right?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. And also a lot of that stuff does come from China. So,
yes,
probably all of it. Also, actually,
there's probably no American companies making webcams.
No, not when they cost $6 a piece. I'm pretty sure they're from us.
Yeah, that's one thing people are going to have to face. A lot of people crying for America to start making goods again, and I'm all for that. But you're going to realize you're going to pay a lot more money for it.
Oh no, but Americans do like to, I'm included. We like our bargains.
Oh yeah. I mean, you go to any like Big Five or Walmart, and 99% of the stuff in there is probably all from China.
Yeah, a lot of it is. So yeah, I mean, I agree. It's kind of like in the '60s. Do you remember Made in the USA label was real important?
Yeah,
I think there were TV commercials. Look for that. I think that was all done by unions, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. I was just gonna say that was a union thing, by union, by American.
And so that's not a bad thing. Actually, there's some good method to that madness. Harry, what's going on?
Oh, I just wanted to say, one day when I was bored, when I was in work, I worked in electronics in Target for 10 years. I walked through and I looked at every single item in electronics, and every single electronic item we had came from China or Japan. There was nothing American made. I don't think you can buy American made electronics.
Well, remember when Made in Japan was cheap stuff? That's from Japan. Now Made in Japan is good stuff.
Yeah.
Well, it all comes from there. What do we make?
Japan and China are two entirely different systems in entirely different countries. So.
No, yeah, we don't make
Japan and China.
Yeah, that's very true.
We don't make any electronics here at all, do we?
We do, but it's probably more one-off military type stuff or research. But
I just mean like electronics that we use daily.
Consumer electronics. Yeah, you're right.
TVs, game systems, headphones.
That's correct. That's correct.
All right, I just wanted to say that.
Good information. You're the fountain of information today, Terry. I'm proud of you.
It's nice to know.
You're going to have to be my sidekick. So, Terry.
Oh, where'd he go?
I don't know.
I come on and he leaves. Thanks, Kurt.
He has big fingers. I'm going to assume he pushed the wrong button.
Well, Howard left, so it's not so loud right now.
Be careful what you say.
He likes to yell.
I bet you Brady Joe has something like that. I mean, we got to get Brady to do another videos. I think I'm running out of his videos. I'll have to start put them on repeat. But no, I like opening my show. It gives because if I first go live, it takes 30 seconds a minute before anyone comes on, so there'd be a lot of just dead air. So
Yeah.
that video is a real nice intro.
Yeah, they're cool. I
And-
like that.
And he's a very talented young man. I bet you
He is.
Yeah. I bet you he does. And I got some ideas from my Uncle Joe too. We're gonna make Joe a public star. We're not going to keep him. We're not going to hold him just to the family. We're going to introduce him to the big wide world of the web. I got some big plans for my old Uncle Joe. Hope he's ready. Yes, sir. I hope he's ready. So we've been going a little. We got an hour and 20 minutes already. Dang. Any other topics? We've talked about what we're going to do with the stimulus check. We've talked about a little bit of the coronavirus, what we should be doing. Any other opinions out there about as far as opening up the,
I want to know how many moms are watching that are homeschooling. It seemed like this morning on Family Chat, it was like, this is what, the third week, and people are just like, especially mothers, are just kind of like fucking over it, melting down. It's like all of a sudden really, really, really tough. And I keep reading stories on some of my groups that I'm in about, especially moms that have more than one kid at home and they're trying to do schoolwork with all of them, and some of them are working, that it's just turning bad.
No, it's hard to get them in it's not easy. And I think teachers are probably a little underappreciated because parents don't have to make their kids sit down for an hour and learn something. That's, they let them, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but we do now.
You do now. Yeah, I
do
feel
now. When ones that have 3 and 4 kids at home, oh my God.
That's very tough. That's difficult for a trained teacher to do.
Yeah.
There's a lot of planning involved in that, believe it or not. A lot of planning.
So are there any other moms watching doing kids at home? I'm lucky I only have Gavin, and that gets a little trying, but it's not that hard. He's pretty good about it.
What kind of material? Do you got workbooks, or what do you got going on?
They have Google Classroom, and she has lists 7 or 8 the same subjects every day, just a little bit of each one, like a reading thing, and then write a paragraph about it, a few items in a math problem. They have music, they have AR reading where they'll read and do an AR test, enrichment, science, which is mostly watching a video on something. Nothing too hard, luckily for Gavin. It goes pretty easy.
So does he stay engaged?
He does.
That's good.
He does, but I let him take breaks in between. We don't start real early. He works a couple hours, then we take lunch and go for our walk sometimes, and then come back and finish it. Sometimes we don't finish it till the evening, but it's, it is what it is.
No, that's good. Actually, I think maybe someone else can correct me on this, but I saw something recently about the kids' age and how much time should they be spending learning something, and it's not that long. It's not hours. It's minutes. Especially at his age. There's just
right.
That's the way it is. David, what's going on, Mr. Dietz?
Oh, Smitty.
How you doing today? I still haven't got my T-shirt, by the way.
I'm working on it.
Yeah. Is she there listening?
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, tell her.
So, can I go back to that subject we were talking about construction workers?
Go ahead, sir.
I have a theory that they excluded them as being essential workers.
Yeah.
Because they knew that subgroup would not stand down.
Okay, that's your theory?
And, yeah, that's my theory. I know the personalities of most of them. And I think that would have been a very, very tough group to control. Just a theory.
No, I see it, but in some regards, I agree with you. But in some regards also, most construction, it's a social contract in a sense that if people don't want you in their house, you can't say I'm going in your house and doing the job right now.
No,
Especially,
I'm not even talking so much residential as on the commercial side.
yeah. That's a good question. Does anybody else have any ideas?
Yeah, I'm sure they're not. I'm sure they're not telling the rubberneck oil workers, that they're having to stay home. I imagine that those group of people also are working.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm sorry. I have a little business going on right now.
Is it a good business though?
No, bad business. Not good. Not good today. It's not all flowers and roses.
Well, your busy time's coming up pretty quick, isn't it?
Yeah. No, actually, it wasn't a bad business day. It's just detail stuff. That's all.
It's all in the details,
It's all in the details. It has to do with government regulations. But anyways, that's not a happy subject I want to deal with right now.
Can't quite get that label correct.
No, I had my labels up here earlier. Did you see them?
No.
My new labels? I think they're pretty spiffy.
Is that the ones from Subcool's labels?
No, these are my new labels. I went and spent a lot of time making them all kind of look the same and have the same theme. And it's just a matter of finding the right numbers, the guarantees that we're having problems with right now.
No.
And I just went through a round of like $1,000 in testing that didn't come out correct. So that's what I'm upset about. I'm not upset. That's just what's going on. So I'll probably have to spend another $1,000 in testing. It is what it is. That's part of it. It's not all gravy, is it, David?
No. A lot of the other countries getting a lot more done production wise than the United States because a lot of that red tape is not there. And I understand that red tape needing to be there and some oversight, but you can certainly go overboard on that.
You can. I don't actually, to be honest with you, what I deal with, I wouldn't consider, it's like when you buy a product on the store and it has guarantees, you probably want them, you say, I need this. You probably want it to be accurate. And it's just dealing with that, except there is variation in testing in different labs you go to. That's a frustrating, but it doesn't seem excessive. It's more of an issue with the laboratory at this point, not the government.
Yep.
But no, you gotta, I want labels to be correct. Anyhow, lost a few viewers over that downer. No, I don't know. Interesting. They're yeah, I don't know. They're letting food workers work. Working at Walmart, those people get to work. But yeah, I don't know. I think you were right yesterday. You had that sense where there might be more protests, and there very well may be. We'll see. I have to see how that plays out. Like I said, I was kind of a pessimist, and I predicted a week or so ago there would be martial law in certain areas, and by this time, and I'm really happy there hasn't been. But maybe that's around the corner. Who knows?
Well, I think if these protests explode, like they very well could this weekend, then I think the next step is martial law after that.
It could be, and I don't think it'll be. Yeah, who knows? It'll probably be area specific. So, what did you say you saw some protesters today yourself?
I'm on a Huntington Beach chat line. And so I got my information from that. I didn't actually physically see that.
Because sometimes you can get a feel of a crowd. You can actually, there's something where we have a sense that we don't know all our senses aren't quantified. And I think there is a sense we have on energy from or the mood of a crowd. I've definitely experienced it, especially in the Rodney King riots. So, yeah, I'm curious what the mood of the crowd was, But yeah, that's what I think. That's where we're at. I don't know if we've reached the peak of all this yet. So no, we're at the frustration level now. I think
I think you'll see it in the urban areas first, or at least bigger cities. I don't think you're going to see it too much in the rural areas.
No, I agree. Yeah, like up here, there's been not a whole, honestly, my business in the last 2 weeks, I've sold more than in the last 6 months. So there's some irony there, but I don't have to go out a lot.
No, I don't know if that's just that would have happened anyway. I think I think your industry has just been really odd for the last couple of years, 2-3 years, and
It's trying to figure itself out after all the the big laws. But no, it seems to be going pretty good so far. If I could just get the laboratories to cooperate.
Well, big business would just open their own laboratory,
I'm not that. That's a lot of money to open up a laboratory. Well, I don't know. You have to be certified. The labs actually have to be certified that they're by somebody. So, and it's usually independent. They want you. I don't know if they'd let. That's a real interesting question. Would they let me test my own products? I don't know.
I bet Bear Industries does.
Probably, but they can afford these tests. It's I don't know. I'm sure they test everything before they get it tested by who's ever certified. I'd probably bet on that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
They're not guessing when they send their samples in.
Well, you're not either, are you?
No. Well, yeah, I am. Because I don't pre-test it, so I am.
Well, then that's probably an expected hiccup then.
Yeah. These are, actually things have been going, other than not great sales last year, but I've been actually very fortunate without any big hiccups. And this is a little bump in the road that I'm dealing with, and we'll get through it one or the other. But yes, anyone else? Let me drop the link.
I'm hoping Dave Jagger gets on here.
He's got to come on one of these times. Would love to see Dave. Roll call. Terry says, I like that idea of a roll call, but again, people don't want to say who's here, and that's okay.
Did anybody ever guess the other house there behind you?
I thought it was the same house.
No, two different houses there.
Okay,
the one on the left is George Pepper's house.
Now, where is that at?
That is on what street is that? Anastasia, I believe.
Does he live there now?
No. That house has been sold a long time ago. But that is actually where, when we were kids, actually saw the Ku Klux Klan in California congregate. And it was really odd growing up there. You drive by and there would be people on the balcony and on the roof with AK-47s, and a big rally going on there.
Hello, Penny. Good to see you in here. Pretty Penny. Maybe you'll come on and give us some, straighten us up, us commies up a little bit this evening at 8 o'clock. Would love to see you. But anyway, so that's Pepper's house and then Al Capone's mansion.
Correct.
Two famous places and two infamous people there in
and they're only a 9 iron apart.
They're only what?
I said they're only a 9 iron apart.
Really? How about that? I think there's been a lot of shady people that have come through Fontana.
Yeah. A few family members.
Kurt, you suddenly left. I hope that was an accident or on purpose, but it was good to see you.
I would like to see Kurt back later on.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. Anyways, it's just a kind of an open conversation, and I'll get emotional. I'll probably cry and yell and scream. It's worth it's you get a good laugh out of it, if anything else. Hey, Jacob, how you doing? Oh, well, thank you, Penny. Today I'm a little bit, I don't know. It's a combination of business bumps in the road and allergies attack hit me just before I started the show. But I enjoy doing this because my life is pretty much sad and I don't have a lot of other things going on. So no, I look forward to the 4 o'clock hour. About 3 o'clock, I start getting a little anxious, saying, "Oh, good, I get to do this." And then 4 o'clock, boom, go live. And people come on. You're encouraging me. So as long as you encourage me, I will do this unless I'm real sick or real busy. But yeah, businesses, it's kind of ironic in the last couple, I'm not a real good sample of how to feel about the virus because I'm in a really great location. They said we've had 2 confirmed cases and they think they're from out of towners even. I don't know exactly, how correct it is, but I feel pretty safe. Everyone here, they still wear the mask. And do you see the mask in the car, David? I don't understand. It's kind of like the toilet paper thing. I don't get it. I don't think you need a mask in the car. Is not going to help you. Am I wrong?
It is probably not. I'm one of the ones that I'm almost pretty sure that I had it early on. So really, for me, a mask doesn't mean anything. I'm not able to give it to somebody and I'm not able to get it. But
So
I still wear my mask when I go to a hardware store or to a place to pick something up. But I think it's mostly I just do that to make other people feel more comfortable.
So you know what would sell right now? I just had the idea is just flow. They just flow. Corona positive or Corona negative shirt.
Yeah.
So
Well,
people,
we're going to have something. It's going to, I think it might be a wristband. I don't think you're going to carry a card around. I think
no, I like the shirt. I'm going to make some shirts and say I have the antibodies. You don't be afraid. Something like that. How about that?
They might stab you for your blood then.
Yeah, how about that? I think that's a good idea. Then people can see each other with the same shirt and hug and shake hands and high five each other.
You could have antibody parties.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, you get pulled over. Hey, buddy, look at my shirt. It's official. I'm allowed to go to I'm allowed to fish. Oh, Jacob, do you want to expound on that, Jacob? You had a panic attack?
That's not good.
No, that's not good. I'd like to hear. There might be a story behind that. Panic attacks are no fun. I've gotten a couple, not many.
Yeah, I think I've had one my whole life.
What's the context of this, Terry?
I think she's
People
talking about.
will lie about if they have it or not. That's correct.
That's why I said it may end up being a wristband that's kind of put onto your wrist by the government that you can't, almost like a home arrest kind of thing.
I have a better idea. Maybe they should just implant a little chip in you when you're good, so you can just be scanned. What do you think?
You're not going to get the religious right to go along with that.
What do you mean? And I think it should be the first number should be 666. By the way.
Right.
I think it should be. No, I agree, Terry. It was kind of a joke, but I like the idea. Or tattoo. Yeah, the tattoos haven't been very good in history to label people.
No, that's still going to be considered a mark of the beast.
No. Yeah, actually, you know what? Believe it or not, I think the Bible tells you well, never mind. That's not a good place. I don't think you're supposed to get tattoos.
No.
If I'm not mistaken, but I'm not that well read there. But we can save that for the 8 o'clock hour. So, yes, what's going to happen? We've gone an hour and 40 minutes, basically. That's pretty good. Anybody else have any interesting things? Let me drop the link. Anyone is more than welcome to come on the show.
Somebody can take my place here.
You're done? Don't you got anything else? What else you got to say?
Oh no, I'll stay till somebody else comes on, but I don't want to hog the show.
No, you're not hogging anything. You're saving me. You're saving me some embarrassment. Yeah, I'm a little stuffed up today.
I can tell you my wife tried to shave our Aussie, our Australian Shepherd.
I thought you said you're her assy.
No, our Australian Shepherd. She tried to do her own shaving on it, and it didn't work out well.
She shaved the dog's ass?
She shaved the whole dog, but it didn't work out very well.
With a razor?
It's one ugly looking dog now.
Let's
It
see.
was a beautiful dog before she got a hold of it, but
Let's see.
come on, Oliver. Come here. Come here. Come here.
Well, you got to watch that. You got to watch that, Jacob. That's kind of like a little bit of a heart attack, maybe. Let's see. Well, he doesn't look bad. He looks okay.
He's horrible.
No, he's not. Is that your only dog?
That's it. We got 2 cats.
Okay. That's your little buddy. You take him out walking, don't you?
Yeah. He just got back from the beach today. See, the beach isn't closed because Christy walked them at the beach today, the dog beach.
Yeah. How many people were out there?
Well, let me find out, Kristen. Several people, she says.
Okay. I wonder how they're doing in San Bernardino. How they I see my cousin Penny does a lot of charitable work for elderly, which is pretty special. I'm wondering how they're getting by, if they're pretty safe.
The sad number that I come across every night is the ones dying in the elderly care homes.
Yeah.
That one bothers me.
Yeah. I tried to get some statistics just to do a comparison, and it wasn't easy to find the way they word it, but I was wondering, like in a normal year, how many people die in the United States? What is that number? And they list it like 8.9 per 100,000. So you got to do a bunch of math that I didn't want to sit down and get my calculator out. But I didn't find one site that says this many people died in 2018 or 2017 or 2019, because I wanted to do a comparison, like, how, is that, just to kind of get an idea how different it is now than it is then.
I think, like we talked before, unless you knew how many people are infected or has had the virus, you can't really do a percentage number of how many people die that had the virus. Right now, it's very skewed because you got the people that died and the people that were tested that had the virus. And that's just not a true number.
Well, that's good, Jacob. You didn't collapse. Yeah, I don't know. We're still at least the testing's starting to ramp up. I'm not sure what the numbers on the testing are. We got kind of put on the line when we had someone come on here, Tuesday or Monday or Tuesday, that was getting tested, but we haven't heard back. I'm wondering if Brianna has heard her results back yet. Is that something you want to talk about if Kitty's listening? But we were set up for the drama. We should be able to get a resolution on that one. I hope she's okay. Kitty didn't say anything earlier, so I'm assuming the best until I hear.
On one of the news stations today, I heard an odd number that they said that they're predicting that perhaps 60 to 80% of the people have already had the virus.
That I've heard. Well, one of the military studies from one of the aircraft carriers, I think they show, and again, it's just what I heard. I'm not cementing anything, but a lot of the people who test positive for the antibodies never showed any symptoms.
Correct.
So that would be evidence towards your statement. Yeah, we'll see that. I'm kind of hoping
that would be a tough one to, because it's such an enclosed area. If you're taking a aircraft carrier and using those numbers, because all those people were confined in such a small area. It's the same as a cruise ship. I don't think you can use those numbers as being accurate.
But it's the demographic is probably the one of the strong young people who are healthy people are least likely to get it, from what I've heard. I know some do, but yeah. Penny, I was asking about how's it going down there in San Bernardino? I haven't heard any real numbers from San Bernardino or Highland or some of the old folks that you do a lot of your volunteering with. I was wondering how that's going on. That's all. And you're not allowed to check out, by the way, without permission. Raise your hand and ask to go. That was one thing. Weird thing about, I don't know where this popped in my head up, but weird thing about being a teacher was you decided if kid could go to the bathroom or not. And I never wanted that. I never wanted that power. So I don't know why I thought of that. But no, you're allowed to leave anytime. I don't expect you. Actually, if you spend 30 seconds on here, that's kind of cool. I appreciate that. I appreciate all that. David didn't get permission and he walked away from the screen.
I'm trying to follow the comments.
Okay, just make sure you mute it.
Yeah, well.
I have a big screen. I can see it all. Yeah, there could, the viruses do mutate. That's correct. And I don't know. I want to feel safe again. Actually, I feel safe. Anyhow. 42 confirmed case. Well, you know what? I don't have to read this. We have 42 confirmed cases in Highland. I believe 9 deaths. I can't get in your chat, but I'll work on it tomorrow so I can get on with you. Good. We would like that. It's actually I can't explain it because I don't have to do it, but it usually sometimes there's a little bit of a frustration, and then when people get it, it's like, oh, that's how you do it. It's pretty easy. 42 confirmed case. I don't know if that's. I really don't know. What the numbers are in Huntington Beach, David?
I don't know in Huntington Beach proper. I believe in Orange County there are 52 deaths, maybe.
Oh, really? How many?
Actually, Orange County is less than San Bernardino and less than Riverside.
Interesting. I wonder what the population difference is. I think San Bernardino is the biggest county in the lower 48.
The density is quite a bit different. I would assume the density in San Bernardino is a lot less than the density in Huntington Beach would be for Orange County.
I agree, but San Bernardino is huge. The county, I mean, there's a lot of desert and stuff, but it's a big county. You're probably right. There's a lot of density in the Orange County, for sure. For sure. How many are in Butte County, Terry? What's the numbers in Chico area or Butte County? Do you have an idea? Okay, good. Okay, that's what what numbers don't mean nothing until we start comparing them and giving them labels. San Bernardino has 151 cases. Okay. I don't know the difference between population wise. Don't get it. You know what? San Bernardino has a real good reputation. Is that true, David?
You know what? It's gotten a lot worse in the last 10 or 15 years. San Bernardino didn't used to have that reputation. It was always you'd get Muscoy maybe a little bit would have that reputation. Rialto had that reputation for a while. And if you took all the cities in the Inland Empire, I think San Bernardino is probably considered the least desirable city to live in at this point.
Interesting. Actually, growing up, the years I spent there was, I didn't know any better, but it was growing up, it's a good time.
And what was that family that lived across from Grandma on Suzanne Lane?
The Irelands. I know you're thinking of the Irelands, but
no, the other ones with the two crazy boys.
Yeah, the Irelands.
No. The Irelands was one they had the girls but the house directly across from the back house.
That was the Roses, but they had.
That was the one that said he found gold.
That was the Irelands. That was Ricky Ireland.
Huh. Then what was the family with the girls and the younger kids?
Oh, that was the Roses.
I would have thought that was just the opposite.
Nope. That was a crazy little neighborhood. That was interesting. That's where Terry went to junior high or high school, I'm pretty sure. San Bernardino is a SH anymore. I'm guessing I'm guessing I know what these mean.
You know, I got an interesting story about Suzanne Lane years later.
Go ahead.
So I think this was the story. You can correct me if I'm wrong. So Grandpa and Grandma owned both those properties, and their house was built on one, and the back area was basically a big barn or a big garage.
Yes.
And he took that and turned that into basically a house, and that's where you and your mom lived.
Yes.
Is that correct? So
far so good.
Back in the early 80s, I think it was probably 1982, 81, 82, I was doing floor coverings with D2. And we went to the shop in Carpinteria one morning, and we got the tag, and it had that address in Suzanne Lane. And I thought, wow, this is going to be interesting. So we pulled up, and I guess sure enough, it was that house. And we walked in, and the guy was a full-blown bachelor. I mean, white carpet, red velvet, just, I mean, the whole 9 yards, mirrors, bars. And I thought, that's not how I remember this house being.
Nope. When the pimp's in the house, you drop it like it's hot. You drop it like it's hot. You drop it like it's hot. No, that actually, I remember Uncle Joe and his band used to practice in that garage.
Yeah.
And then, they built the first house from scratch, and I think that garage must have been already there.
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, and yep, that was interesting times.
I was telling a friend that was a painter about Grandpa, and remembering as a kid going to work with Grandpa, and you would go to the paint store and you wouldn't buy paint that was colored. They went to the paint store and got 5 gallons of titanium white, or however many gallons you want, and it was all oil-based paint.
Yes.
And I remember Grandpa having this old wooden crate with all the colors, and he would go to a customer's house, and the customer would say, "I want green," and he would start mixing colors until you got the right color for the customer. And then you would, and if I remember right, he didn't even own a roller. When I was a kid, I remember him painting with a 12-inch big thick brush, looked like almost like a foxtail brush. Big handle, big thick wooden handle, and you'd slop it on with a brush. And I don't remember him even having rollers.
That's old school. Yeah, that's old school. I think you're right. I remember after he passed away, his ladders were in the backyard of Grandma, the house, and they were just rickety old. Yeah,
Oh,
he was old school. He was an old school painter. That is correct. I don't remember going to work with him painting that often. I sure folded a lot of drop cloths in the driveway after he got home. That was kind of a ritual. I'm sure you got to do that.
Yeah, I did that too. I remember chopping a lot of wood in Chico Park, in Bidwell Park. He'd go to where they pulled all the old logs to a certain yard, and you pay a permit, and you go cut as much wood as you want. And
I think it's like $5.
Yeah, and then bringing it back to the house and having to split it all.
Nope. Yep. And little Danny did a lot of splitting. Little Danny, if I remember right, made a lot of kindling in that. I made my share. But yeah, that was like a never-ending chore there.
Yep.
Except during the summer. Yep, that fireplace was going all the time. Yep, the good old days, the good old school stuff. Well, good. Well, we're kind of running towards the end of our 2-hour soiree. Let me drop the link if anyone else would like to come on or make any comments or talking points. Let me know. I don't care at this point. I really don't care. Just it's that kind of obvious. Tonight I will turn on this at 8 o'clock. It'll be on Patrick's channel. I won't do this to Isabel. So on my channel, I'll come on live at 8, and it's open session. We'll talk whatever you want to talk about. But yeah,
I think if Uncle Joe comes on tonight, I think he's going to find out it's a lot easier to talk than it is to type.
oh yeah, you can say a lot. Oh yes, 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 yes. But his camera didn't come in, so darn it. Yeah, that's a tip when you're ordering from Amazon now. Check the delivery date, and if it's way out, go. You can usually find the product sold by somebody else. And but stuff from computer parts are real hard to get right now. I was lucky. I built my computer just before all this happened. So yes, Robert. It's Patrick Smith. Just my you know what, Robert? Make it easy. Do a friend request for this channel, Isabel Shaw's channel. I think you can do that, and then from there it'll be easier to find my channel because turns out there's a lot of Patrick Smiths.
Yeah, usually if I just go to Facebook, I'll see you. It'll say Patrick Smith Live.
Yeah, but you'll have to be on.
Be your friend
with me. Yeah, they don't announce that to the world. Darn it.
What, being your friend?
No, that I'm live. It's not that big of a deal, it turns out. It's not that as big of a deal as I want it to be.
What's that, being your friend?
No, going live. It's not like a worldwide. It's not like the press conferences.
No. Maybe you got the wrong backdrop then.
Yeah, maybe. I have big ideas for Uncle Joe. I think I'm gonna make him an internet star.
I think you should put the White House steps in the background for the 8 o'clock show.
Well, I actually, since you mentioned it, this is what I was thinking.
Yep, I like it.
It's not the White House though. It's Congress.
All right.
The Congressman. I'm not doing it.
Except that looks like you're wearing that as a hat.
I know. That's. I know.
Might want to offset that thing one way or the other.
That's a good idea. I'll see if I can do that. Let's see what other tricky one. I like that one I did yesterday. Where this one right here is a good one.
Yeah.
A little local road in town called Howland Hill Road, which has got to be one of the prettiest roads in the world. Right around the corner for me.
You know the road that I always amazed at was Wonder Stump Road.
Wonder Stump. Yeah, that's an interesting road too. Yep. They were trying to cut down some of the trees off of there, but yeah, there was some issue. There was some issue about that recently, about people getting upset about something. But I never did see the Wonder Stump. I'm sure there's a Wonder Stump, otherwise there wouldn't be a Wonder Stump Road.
Yeah, it was pretty incredible. You would see the old stumps and a huge redwood tree growing right out of the middle of them.
Yeah, from what I heard, the redwoods are like, they're all like, it's kind of like ivy or something. They all come from the same root. They're all connected, and they grow like spores or something. Could be wrong, but
almost like bamboo then.
Something like that. Yeah, they're all intertwined. So yeah, we've got a lot of beautiful trees in this area. Some of the
it's a funny thing because as kids, redwood lumber was really looked down upon. It was kind of like the garbage lumber.
Well, it's not real good for structural. It's real good for beauty and for but you can't. I don't think you can frame your house with it unless it's huge, right?
I've come across houses framed with 2x4 redwood studs.
New houses?
No, not new houses, but houses that were built probably in the 30s and 40s.
Yeah, no, they have redwood houses here, and they're usually. I was going to buy one when I was looking to buy this house. It's one that I went and looked at. It was right on the river, or pretty close to the river, no flood zone. But it was old school heartwood, beautiful. The cabinets, the floors, everything was just solid redwood.
Yeah,
it was plentiful back in the day. Now, one of those trees, since they're so straight, there's a lot of usable wood. You'd know more about this than I do, but it's like 100,000 square feet of wood in those things.
Board feet.
Board feet. That's the word I'm looking for. But no, they're months. Some of they're worth like $100,000.
No, and it was a very easy wood to cut. It wasn't real hard on the saws, and it's a very soft wood.
And what I don't understand is back before they had diesel engines and such, how they moved those. They did move those with horse, oxen or horses. I mean, those are monsters. We're talking.
I think most of that stuff was probably milled in place after they felled those trees.
Well, I've seen pictures of the how they're moving it, and it's like, what? Or even the guys who used to cut that stuff down were pretty monstrous in themselves. But okay, Terry, I got it. I'll do that. I can do that. I can do a pool, bar, or casino. Good idea. I think I have VFW, believe it or not. I might have erased it. But it's easy to get a background picture. So, David, am I going to see you at 8 o'clock?
I believe so. Unless I get my feelings hurt, and then
I don't think you will. I did do my reveal yesterday. I'm going to do it now, just because I want to do it myself before I forget. And I'm pretty sure I know what this is. And yes. See, some nice genetics. Oh, look at one packet is green. You can see right through that thing. See-through seeds, right here.
So I got a question about that thing that's been going around on the internet with the pink and white shoe versus the teal and gray.
To me, that's fascinating. Fascinating. Go ahead.
Because every time I look at that, it starts out as teal and gray, and if I look at it for 8 to 10 seconds, it absolutely turns pink and white.
With me, it's simply teal and gray. It doesn't matter what I do. I squint. I pull my eyes sideways. I stand on my head. I do jumping jacks. It never changes. But I think that illustrates the fact that people can see the same thing but see different. And I think that's more common than we understand. It's like, no, that's not the way it was. But no, that was, I would have said, no, that's a gray and, whatever, gray and teal. And someone said, no, they had pink and white. It is. But yeah, our brains are interesting things. But a lot of people did say it would change, which was interesting to me. I couldn't make it. I couldn't see pink and white, no matter what.
Well, that it would be a good prelude till the 8 o'clock show.
What's that?
So it would be a good prelude into the 8 o'clock show.
I like it. I like that.
Even though you see the same thing, it's not the same thing.
No, exactly. I think that's is that a good metaphor?
I don't know. Yeah, because I could argue that and with my whole belief, that's pink and white, and you would stand your ground and tell me no, that's gray and teal, and your belief will be just as strong as my belief, but neither one of us are wrong because you're seeing what you see and I see what I see.
No, I know that's truth. Truth could be subjective. So I often thought the same thing like salt. I know what salt tastes like. You know what salt tastes like, but do we taste the same thing? How do we ever know? We just know it's salt, right?
Yeah, it's salty. What does that mean?
I know. How can you convey that to somebody else? I don't know.
So if somebody was to been at birth been given sugar and told them it was salt their whole life, then that's what they would believe, that what they were eating was salt.
Until they went to a couple restaurants and got
tried the salt, then they say that's not salt.
They say yes, it is. Take this back. I wanted salt, not sugar. It is salt. Anyways, it would be embarrassing if a parent did that to a kid.
I'd give it a shot.
Another thing is, you ever think about mirrors? Mirrors are kind of weird. They flip left to right, but not up and down. Why is that?
They what?
A mirror image is flipped left and right, right?
Right.
But it's not flipped up and down. Why? Why is it just flipped one way and not the other?
Oh, I don't know, but I got a good story about mirrors.
Let's hear it.
When I was younger, I worked in a cabinet shop, and I had built this cabinet that had a left wing on it.
Okay.
And I put it in the truck, and I started to drive to a hospital in Riverside to install it, and I looked in the back of the mirror, and I went, "Oh fuck! They They built the thing backwards, and I literally had to pull off the side of this road to get back there and physically look at it. It stopped my heart for a second.
You know, I know that. Even here, just the camera does kind of the same thing. So
Like
see,
this right
that's
now.
my right hand. That's my.
I'm moving right.
Yeah. No, this is my right hand, but on my screen it seems like it's my left hand.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to put out on that too much.
Exit stage right.
Okay. Yep. Well, does anybody else have anything pertinent to our discussion?
What's that, Mom? I'll go with you.
I'm afraid so. After, like I said, I'm afraid so, Terry. It's real common though when you rehear your voice that's recorded or played back. It's like, do I really sound that way? I think that's common. But I really hoped I didn't look how I look. But again, one thing to do is you just don't rewatch these videos, and it's not as horrible as that's philosophical stuff there. That's philosophical stuff. That is out of my wheelhouse. Having said that, looks like Isabel's channel has okay, there we go. There we go. Now Trina. How many Facebook accounts do you have?
I think it's 17.
Well, why doesn't she just pick one? Because she keeps asking for friend requests from Isabel, and
because she thinks people are spying on her.
Well, I don't think it's helping. I don't think it matters how many things you have. But anyways, Trina, pick one. Pick one. Put away. Tattoo the password on your wrist. Pick one account. I'll make everybody's life easier. Thank you.
Hey, Trina, password Trina.
She doesn't lock herself out of Malden, Terry, because I have had friend requests from 3 different Trinas that look very similar to her.
Oh, I guess Damien made those accounts for her.
That's right. Damien probably made those accounts for her. So I just accepted Robert's request from Isabel. And if you're listening, Robert, what you can do is go to Isabel's friends. You know, you can look at her friends and see, and you'll find Patrick Smith under her friends. That's the easy way to find me. And let's do a friend request, and I will pop you on there. If you know what I'm saying. There's Khaki, but I'll call her back when we're done, which we're just about done. Anyhow, anybody else? Or hold your peace. Well, I'm kind of bored. I'm tired of looking at me.
All right, my wife wants to. We're gonna go pick Chase up at the beach. Gotta go.
Okay, tell her to get that shirt out for me any day now.
I will.
Okay.
Hey, all I got's a white one left, so that's what you're gonna get.
I don't care.
Medium, right?
Medium or small. Let's go with or extra or XXL. Either one. I don't care.
Okay. I got a lot of XXLs.
Okay, I'll take one of those.
All right, bye.
Okay, Gomez's channel at 8 if you want to come back. We'll that's painful. That's like
I found these results.
I got those results. Okay, well, I think we're going to wrap this thing up. Thank you for tuning in as always. Very cool that you even spend a little bit of your time here humoring me. But if as long as I see 2 people coming, you'll probably see me coming. So take care, everybody. I'm going to come on again, like I said, 8 o'clock tonight, and it's kind of it'll be on Patrick Smith's channel, and we'll talk about whatever we want to talk about. I'm tired of hearing about my points of view, so hopefully I'll be able just to moderate other people's points of view. And good night. Count of 3. I'm going to say adios, amigos. Farewell. All those things. Take care. And as James A would say, Miss James, see ya. I wouldn't want to be ya.